Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome to my Nottingham Forest career mode, welcome to episode 3. This is my first competitive match. It is against Notts County, Nottingham Forest rivals in fact, and it is in the first round of the Capital One Cup. This is just a few days before our first league match, which is actually against QPR, and we are going to be making a start up against this side, Notts County, a League One side at that, but definitely not one we want to lose to since they are our rivals. This is a post-commentary recording. It's not live because the Audacity recording actually really fucked up the whole session. Like, it didn't record any of what I was saying. So I can tell you this episode contains a lot of goals, a lot of action, and all the matches from August, including one loan signing that I made. You guys can check that out when it comes to it though. So anyway, we're starting off now. Lucas Papwick is the official. See, as he's just said, we have a 4-1-2-1-2, a 4-4-2 diamond which we are playing. Kevin Darlow, Jara Reyes, Hobbs, Wilson, Fox, Moussi or Brighton, Patterson, Majewski, and Blackstock and Jabor up at front. So let's get on and go to the kickoff, baby. Oh yeah, of course, their lineup, if anyone cares. They have Jamal Campbell-Rice, and he is actually a very good player. I'm surprised they actually have him, but then again, they did sign a bunch of well, formerly good players. Didn't they sign Sol Campbell at one point in time? Anyway, here's the kickoff, and we're underway. After 8 or 9 minutes, the first opportunity we actually had on goal was a very good one. Blackstock managed to get the ball off a bit of a defensive mistake, and Jabor heads it in after a beautiful cross from Blackstock. We are 1-0 up against Notts County, 9 minutes in the game. What a great start for my competitive career mode. It is going absolutely fantastic. A wonderful cross here, as you can see, and Jabor heads it in off the post. Fantastic start, and we are 1-0 up against Notts County. And then it was very quiet for the rest of the half, really, except for this chance here, 30 minutes in, which was a bit controversial, actually. I cross it in, it really goes nowhere, and then this happens. I get taken out by Campbell-Rice, and as you can see here, I get the ball. At least I think I get the ball. Yeah, I think I get the ball, and then he knocks me over. Is that a penalty, guys? I think it is. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, is that a penalty? I like Jamal Campbell-Rice, but that to me is definitely a stonewall penalty. He should have conceded a penalty, and we should have been 2-0 up before the end of the half. But in the second half, things were just the same as always. We were putting on so much offense. Really, Notts County had no chances at all. Well, they had one or two in the second half. And here is a fantastically worked setup. Well, it's a fantastically worked bit of passing and moving, and then an amazing shot from Patterson, which resulted in a great save from the Notts County keeper. But the pressure remained, and there was a corner, and Hobbs heads it straight at the keeper. Their first actual opportunity came here, and it really just shows how well we were actually defending, that this was their first chance. What a shocking attempt that was. It was a header from like just outside the 18-yard box. Really just shows you how good we were doing. And then this break comes along, and Majewski runs down the wing, and then look at this pass to find Blackstock. Amazing pass, and Blackstock just can't put it away. The keeper makes a great save, I have to admit, and then we make two substitutions. Lansbury and Bentleb come on for Moussi and Majewski. And, well, nothing really happens at that point. But then Bentleb makes his first real notion in the game, making a pass to Patterson, who crosses it in. And look at this, Blackstock with the header, and again, another header. It is 2-0, 76 minutes played. We are 2-0 up, and there is no way back for Notts County. We have definitely won this game. We are into the second round of the Capital One Cup. And this competition could be quite important for us. We want to get as far as we can, see if we can compete with some of the big sides in this competition. But before it's all said and done, Notts County do win a penalty off, I think it was a handball, in the 85th minute. And look at this. Oh, Darlow went the right way, but he hit the post anyway, and really just sums up their night. They had a horrible night, and Nottingham Forest just sort of punished them. Nothing really came from the rest of the match, and we won 2-0. So there is the end of the match, guys. Nottingham Forest are through to the second round of the Capital One Cup. The next match, of course, is the first match in the Championship against QPR, and our man of the match for this game was indeed Dexter Blackstock. So here we go into the next match, of course, a QPR, as I just said. And this game, let me just say, was a very interesting match. Very interesting indeed. Obviously, QPR are a very strong side. They are probably one of the strongest sides in the Championship. Probably going to be up there at the end of the season, possibly fighting for promotion. I would expect them to be in the Premier League next year. I mean, look at that side. They have Maiga, Krangja, Barton, Benayoun, Genus, Asu Okato. They have Vorm in goal. They have a good squad. They have a good squad. So, you know, you wouldn't want to rule them out of kicking our ass in this match. But we have put out a fairly strong side. We kept with the 4-1-2-1-2. I'm really liking that formation at the moment. It's kind of working well for me. So we're going to stick with that probably for the rest of the season. Unless something drastic happens. And anyway, let's get underway with QPR and Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, it actually came off to a bad start as QPR hit the post, and then with this stupid goal here, Maiga makes it 1-0 in the 13th minute. Watch this, he hits the post, unlucky, and then I try and clear it, and it rolls up my defender and comes out to Maiga so he can hit it back in the net. Really a stupid goal, but really QPR were all over us in this half. They just dominated. Darlow makes a great save there against Maiga, who was looking for a second in the match. And we did manage to get like one chance in this. Unfortunately, it didn't really come of much. Lansbury really should have done a lot better there. Probably should have put that away. But really, we just weren't playing well in this half. Could have done a lot better. And here comes Maiga. He's playing down the wing. I don't know what I was doing defense-wise. It was awful. Austin ran down the wing. And I don't know why I didn't go for a tackle, but he crossed it in. Krangja headed it over to Maiga, who headed it in. And I can't complain about that goal. That was a very well-made goal. In the second half, though, we were actually a different side. It took until the 66th minute for anything to happen. Lansbury putting away a fantastic finesse shot, making it 2-1 in the 67th minute. Lansbury didn't have the best pre-season, but that goal really showed himself that he can play well. He is a good player. He just needed, the good opportunity, and making it 2-1 really did help his, shout. And then Brighton actually had a great attempt on goal, and an amazing save from Michael Vorm. I must say it's probably one of the best saves I've ever seen on this game. Watch this now. Brighton managed to get past practically everyone, and then look at that. His right hand just jump into it. And then we make a triple substitution. Blackstock, Reed, and Patterson all coming on. And then, let me tell you, this was the super sub of, all time. Patterson is probably my favourite player to use in this Nottingham Forest career mode so far. Look at this. What a goal. Making it 2-2 in the 84th minute. Barely any time for QPR to make it 3-2. And it was fantastic. It was an amazing goal. He got past everyone in the defence. I'm really surprised that QPR didn't do more in the defence. They just sort of shut down. But yeah, 2-2, and that is how the game ended up. We didn't win, sorry. We drew. Not a great start, but definitely not a bad one, considering QPR are probably the best side in the Championship. Getting a draw against them is definitely it's a good result. And well, considering how bad we were doing in the first half, it was great to pull back, and look at that, we had 11 shots on goal. Anyway, we're going into the next match, but first I must show you that we did actually go for a loan offer on a left back, Ezekiel Friars. We're going for a loan because I can't afford to buy him. So yeah, we're loaning him for the season. Hopefully he'll be able to fill in for our left backs whenever we need to. But anyway, the next match is obviously against Huddersfield Town, as you just saw. And this was a very frustrating match, I must say. Early on, Huddersfield got an early chance. Really, we should be beating teams like Huddersfield. And look at that. First shot they got on goal, they score. And frankly, I was annoyed because what happened to my defence there, I don't know, but it was dreadful. Look at that. Oh dear. It was a good goal. He took it well, I must admit, but oh dear. Yeah, it didn't take long for us to come back and, try and test their keeper. Hopefully score. And in fact, here comes our first attempt again with Blackstock, and he heads it right in the back of the net. Dexter Blackstock with the goal. Fantastic work from him. I'm very happy using Blackstock as well. He's one of my favourite strikers in this team. I like Jebber as well, but Blackstock just seems to have this. He's just so good in the air, and I like whipping crosses in. But of course, it took until the second half for anything actually to happen. It's actually late in the second half. Look at this, Blackstock again, but he couldn't head that one in. The keeper was amazing. And that's really how it ended up. I'm sorry that I didn't show you many. I'm sorry that I didn't show you many highlights, but yeah, the match was really frustrating, and I just wanted to get through the rest of the episode. We did have a few transfer offers for Blackstock and Andy Reid. I was not having any of it. I would count it off with some ridiculous money. Well, not really, but I mean, Reid's counter offer was 100 million, so yeah. But going into this next match, I believe it's the third match of the championship. I was really frustrated. 2 draws in 2 is not good. Even if we were going against Reading, I wanted to go all out here, and Patterson almost makes it 1-0 to Nottingham Forest early on, and then Cox with a diving header slots it right in the 38th minute. We are 1-0 up against Reading, and amazing diving header there. The keeper actually got a hand to it. He was very good. Unfortunate for him not to you know, save that, but it was a great header. It's got to be said. Look at that. Cox is also a very good striker, but he's probably I don't know. I guess all 3 of my strikers that I use right now, Blackstock, Cox, and Jeb are all very good at doing what I want them to do, basically, and that's putting shots away. And of course, took until the 74th minute for Halford to make it 2-0. Wonderful goal. Greg Halford, the right back, which is something impressive. The right back manages to get a wonderful goal here. If you can watch this, just. Oh, very good indeed. And it was 2-0, and Reading really weren't playing very well today. This was really their best chance of the night. It came from a corner, actually, and that was a good shot on goal. That's probably their first attempt on goal, really. And then we made some substitutions just to keep it fresh, even though it was fairly late in the game. And that corner really came to nothing. Brighton on the break, and passes to Mievski. Mievski is also a very good player, let me just say. I think all my players are playing fairly well at the moment. I can't really name one that's playing particularly badly. And then Cox does, in fact, make it 3. It looked like the keeper had done enough just to keep it out, but no, he didn't. Cox does, in fact, make it 2 for him and 3 for Nottingham Forest. Oh, sorry, it's not 3, is it? It's not 2 for him. It's... Oh, no, it is 2 for him. Never mind. I forgot the first goal. That was his. But that was the end of the match. We smashed Reading 3-0. Fantastic result. And hopefully we'll go into the next match with a bit of enthusiasm. The next match was against Derby County, and this is all the highlights that we have for you today. That's right, guys, this match was very boring. Derby County and Nottingham Forest are meant to be very fierce rivals. However, there really wasn't much to the match. That was really the best shot we had on goal. There were only 4 shots we actually had, and 2 for them. And we had less possession, and that normally means we don't do very well. So yeah, it wasn't very good. But we did go into the final match of this episode. Leeds United with a bit of... We're unbeaten. We haven't lost a single match in competitive competition yet. We have drawn... What, 3 matches so far, which isn't good. We've only won 1. I mean, unless you count... No, we have won 2, actually, Nottingham Forest. We did beat Notts County, and then we also beat Reading. But unfortunately for us, Leeds United got the best of the first opportunity. Murphy just skying it over the top. It was actually closer than it looked. But we did manage to come back. Patterson actually getting a good pass from Bentaleb. Bentaleb has just been a beast since I signed him. Patterson cutting inside, running along the face of goal. We've seen this before, haven't we? And look at that for a goal. Patterson is just amazing. He has been scoring goals like those, left, right and centre. I must say, it's amazing. This episode has been filled with some fairly great goals, if I do say so myself. Let me know, guys, in the comments, which goal do you think from this episode was actually the best in the episode? I think, so far at least, it was that. I think that was an incredible goal. Look at it. Oh, just amazing. Absolutely amazing goal. But yeah, so we start off 1-0, 20 minutes in against Leeds United. A good start. This team is probably the closest to our ability, so it was definitely a true test of how good we can be. And they came straight back at us. But the defence was solid, and we kept safe, and we actually tried to make a break here. If you can watch this, look at this for a pass. Straight to Blackstock, who gets the ball, tries to chip it, but no, it goes straight to the keeper. And that was quite unfortunate, I must say. Yeah, we were really piling on the pressure here. Brighton getting a shot, it goes straight at the keeper again. The keeper was on great form. The defence for Leeds United was shocking. but the keeper was in very good form. It could have been 3-0 by then. We had another chance on goal here with Cohen getting the ball, passing it to Patterson, who's been, you know, he's just been incredible, as I've said. And then Blackstock again, and keeper makes a fantastic save. Kenny, look at this for a bit of play. I guess I skipped the replay, but whatever. It was fantastic. You guys need to watch that again if you haven't already. And the corner was unfortunate. Lascelles probably could have done better to keep the header down. But yeah, this little highlight here shows the strength and determination of Ben Salab. I tell you what, he wins the ball here, then he loses it, and then he wins it back again, and then wins it again. And then look at that for a goal. Oh my goodness. His first goal for Nottingham Forest. And let me tell you, that was a beauty of a goal. I mean, there was a defender running at him about to tackle him. And you know what? He just didn't give a shit. He was like, And then watch this. Oh, a beautiful goal. Absolutely amazing. And we made it 2-0 just before half-time. And we did actually get into half-time with a 2-0 lead after a great save from Darlow. He's been on top form for Nottingham Forest. He really has. Not conceded a goal in the past 2 games. He did concede one against Huddersfield, but oh, look at that. That was close. I remember that. That was really worrying. I thought they were going to end up getting that in after a mistake from Darlow. But no, he did okay. He actually managed to hit it away for a corner, which is what happened, but it led to nothing. Reed actually showing a bit of a nuisance there, but nothing really came to it. And then in like the 50th minute, they had a good opportunity here. This is just another sign of how good Darlow is in goal. He stopped that as well. And then they kept piling on the pressure. Leeds were a much better side in the second half, really making a lot of chances. Henderson, the former Nottingham Forest player, we actually sold him in the transfer window. Made a few chances, but really didn't make anything of it. He couldn't beat the beast, Kevin Darlow. Is it Kevin Darlow? I'm not sure. It's definitely Darlow, though. Couldn't stop him. He was too good. And then we even had this chance here. Should have gone in, really. Jebo could have done better. But yeah, we made some more substitutions, and that wasn't really important, so who cares? And then they make another chance here coming down the wing. As I say, they were playing much better this half. Probably should have made a bit more of an effort in the first half, because that was basically why they were so far behind. And here was another attempt they had. A bit of a worry in terms of my defence there. It was sort of a cough. But look at this, a bit of a hiccup. And Darlow, just an utter beast. He is not going to be stopped. And that is it. We won 2-0. That was the game. Leeds United are defeated, and Nottingham Forest have gone 3 matches with a clean sheet. And we have won 2 matches in the Championship so far, drawn 3. But yeah, so far so good. And here's the transfer deadline day. Really not much happened. I didn't want to sell anyone. Well, I did sell one player, I think, in the whole window. It all went very quickly, really. I had no money to spend, so I couldn't really do anything. All the signings I wanted to make, I already made. And the only thing that really happened the whole time was I actually sold Peltier, I believe, to Bolton, as you're just about to see now. Yeah, there you go. Lee Peltier gets sold to Bolton, and that's really all that happened. But yeah, I just think that was a very, very good episode, actually. We did very well in those matches. We didn't lose one, which is very good. We could have very well lost to QPR, but that comeback was amazing. Very impressed with the determination of the Nottingham Forest side. And then we go into the league table. As you can see here, we're just we're 7th place. We're behind we're on level points with Burnley, Brighton, and Watford. Reading are actually 3rd, despite the fact we smashed them. And Wigan and Bolton are also up there at the top. But yeah, so far not so bad. We're not doing terribly. As you can see down there, Ipswich Town, Doncaster, and Charlton are all down there in the relegation zone. Barnsley just above them. I'm actually sort of hoping Barnsley do okay. But here's the squad report after the first month. Lascelles is already improving. Kevin, sorry, what was that? Was that Craig Darlow? I'm not sure. Carl Darlow, I can read it now. Carl Darlow. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, look at that. Already got some players doing improving with +1s and all that. Fantastic stuff. Jebba is actually decreasing, which is weird. Lansbury's increased to 72. Fantastic. But yeah, I would like to say my player of the month, as I'm going to do for every month. This is a first, obviously, but my player of the month, out of everyone, has got to be this fella right here, Jamie Patterson. He's just played fantastically, scored 2 goals, created 2 assists. He's been fantastic. But that is all I have for today. If you guys think there was a different player of the month, let me know. Also, let me know the goal of the month. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.